Very important concept in Python is truthy and falsy values. It has a connection with conditions. So if I will write something like this, and we will print out it is true, else print it is false. So now, because 5 is greater than 0, so it means it ends like true, it will print it is true. So I will run it, and you can see it is true. Okay, if I put it here 10, so the result is false, because 5 is not greater than 10, and the result it is false. But the point is, sometimes you don't have a condition here. You can have a simple value. And for example, if I will put it here, number 10, you can see there is no error. So what does it mean? We said that after if we have something which ends true or false. So here it's absolutely the same. The question is, if I write it here 10, it will be converted to true or to false. So if I will run it, I can see that it's true. So 10 is converted to true. Okay. If I will write it here -10, I will run it, and you can see it's true again. So -10 is converted to true. So it means every number is converted to true except 0. Okay, if I run it, 0, it's false. Okay, so 0 is converted to false. And that's a very important thing, because you don't have to write some condition like 0 is equal to 0 and something like that. Okay, that's very fine. And we call it truthy and falsy values, because there is only some value and it's converted to true or false. Okay, so every number except 0 is called truthy. It doesn't matter if it is 1, 2, 3, -5, -8, and so on and so on. It's always converted to true except 0. Okay, and of course it's the same like if you write something like 0.0, it's the same, it's converted to false, and it's false. Okay, I hope you understand. And it's absolutely the same with strings. So if I will put it here, some string, it doesn't matter which string, so it's always converted to true. It doesn't matter if it is only a, I can write it here, for example, cat. Okay, everything will be converted to true by Python. But if you have empty string, only empty string will convert to false. Okay, empty string, you can see it is false. So again, this is truthy values. We have here truthy values, and this is falsy value. Okay, so falsy values, truthy values. Okay, after that we will have for example arrays. We don't know yet what does it mean, but array, it goes like this. If it is empty array and I will run it, it's converted to false. If there is something, for example a, comma, b, and so on and so on, it doesn't matter if there are strings, numbers, it's converted to true. So if I write it here, for example 10.5, it doesn't matter, run it, it's true. Okay, only empty array, it's converted to false. Again, this call it falsy values or falsy value, and if there is something in the array, we call it, or it's transfer, or it's converted to true. Okay, but there has to be something, and so on and so on. So we have something what is falsy, and the rest is always truthy. So in the future, we need to only know which values are falsy and the rest is truthy. So for example, in numbers, you have to remember that 0 is always converted to false, it's falsy value, and everything else is truthy. Okay, it means it's converted to true value. And it's absolutely the same with string. You only need to remember falsy value. So it means empty string is converted to false, it's falsy value, and the rest, it doesn't matter what, it's converted to truthy. For example, you have to be careful because if you put this here space is very similar to some letter. So if I put it here space, and you can see it's converted to true. So I can write it here. If there is a space, it's true. But it's different because here is the space and here there is nothing. It's empty string. I hope you understand. So be careful because this is an advantage because you don't have to write something special here, because Python will take it and convert it to true or false. Okay, and it's very convenient if you write the code, and you will see it in the next videos.